Yeah, so that went through and it's live now. So mine. Um, so I'm guessing it would have been an issue with, so it wasn't anything to do with the account. I'm guessing it was an issue to do with that browser. It's weird why it was opening up in Edge. I would say if you make, if you go into like your settings and then change it to the default browser being Google Chrome, it should be able to go up quite smoothly. The issue is, it's not that much of an issue really, is it goes live as soon as you enable it. So you've got no ability for that transition. So if Grad Green, if we set this up 5 minutes before, because now I've got the URL, because it will be, I'm just going to chuck it in Teams. In Teams, I'm just going to stop sharing. So that's the link it's currently live on, and you can see like I'm going through particularly fine. I don't think so, because it didn't give me an option to do that. It just went straight in. I should press that button. It just loads that up and then goes straight onto an active live session. So it's going to be a bit of admin stuff beforehand, which won't necessarily be ideal. What I would potentially recommend is before going live, I'm just thinking potentially you can share an image on here. Yeah. Yeah, you could do. It's getting the URL. It seems to be, because it's not giving me the opportunity to get that URL. It's up until the point it goes live. That's the only point it allows me to do it. I think it's more of a fundamental issue in what Ashton's asking there, because even if we were to do it the way that we spoke on Friday about it, we still wouldn't really get the URL until perhaps that day. Just because if we share, it's not so easy like you're just sharing the webcam. It's you're more getting the URL on the day, because it's the easiest way to do it, instead of planning something and then a tech issue happens, you have to change URL anyway. I think it's more like, I think we just need to ask Grad Greenhouse to say, we just need someone on hand to put this URL in at this time, or we need the functionality to do it ourselves. Is there any other functionality they could put as like a placeholder? Like there's got to be like text on the screen, surely. Like this webinar will go. So if there was a page saying these are the live sessions, There's surely just got to be text above that saying this session will go live at this time. That's what, yeah. It's not necessarily, it's, I think it was going to be a bit of a pain regardless, because um, it's almost what we're saying is if we have URL there, at the end of the day, we're still going to have to change that around. And even if we weren't live, let's say if we had the URL there in the first place, even if we weren't live, it would just be a black box. Yeah, it's so there wouldn't be any context there unless we went live with just an image saying this will go live in X amount of time. I think so. Just so I'm like clear, uh, at, at what point? So I guess what I'm asking is, can you explain the student journey to me? So the challenge that we've got at the moment is that there needs, so for each of the live sessions we've got, is there one box for each live session, or is there just one, this is the live session box? Yeah. So is there one, so on this auditorium page, is there one video spot for each live session we have planned, or is there one video spot for every live session we've got throughout the week? Okay, so what I would, off of sort of Katie's suggestion, what I would suggest is if we have one video, it just has to be like a minute or so, if that, of just saying, just a brief description. This is the webinar that's planned. It's due to this date at this time. in this conversation, we will be discussing X, Y, Z with panelists A, B, C. Come to the auditorium at 12 o'clock on Wednesday, 14th, to be part of the session, so that when that transition, because we're going to need to change those anyway. Like at some point, we're going to have to put a link in there. So as long as we've got those placeholders 15 minutes before, like we can just swap those links over. And what we can look at is if there's a placeholder image that we can put in Zoom, just to say this webinar will be going live in 15 minutes. It doesn't even have to be a countdown. This webinar will be going live at 12 o'clock. So where are they based? They're American. No, I do agree with that, because it just seems to be that it initially started off as like Grad Greenhouse can do this live storm functionality, or that they can just do live stream. Oh, it has to be YouTube. Oh, they can't change the link. It's very much like we're at the behest of them, really. And it's while they can do that functionality, it's not. It's just they can do it, but they can't do it properly. Yeah, it's.